Hey guys, I have a question for you. Me and my husband were talking the other day and realizing at the time for baby number three, scary thought, is just around the corner. We didn't realize how soon it was coming. We like to space our kids between 2.5 and 3 years apart. And if I were to get pregnant next month, next month, Davis and the next baby would be 2 years, 7 months apart. So it's coming up really fast. I'm really scared to have 3 kids. It's a lot of work. 2 kids is a lot of work, and there's days that I feel so overwhelmed with two that I don't know if I can do 3. I'm kind of scared. I want 3. I do want 3. It's just scary going into a third. And another thing that is weighing on me heavily, that I hate to even admit, but I really want a girl. I've got my 2 boys. I love having 2 boys. I'm so grateful I have 2 boys. I'm so grateful I have them in a row. I wanted nothing differently than what I've got, and it's worked out great for me so far, and I am very grateful. And I should just be grateful, that I can have kids, be grateful that they're healthy, and I am. But I really would like to have a girl this time because this is going to be our last baby. I don't want more than 3 kids. So I think that's why it's so hard for me, is because this is our last shot, in a sense, to get a girl. So I'd really like to have one this time. I don't know if anybody else feels that way, that just has boys or just has girls and they just desperately want the other gender. I really thought Davis was a girl, even though I wanted a boy for him. I really thought he was a girl, and when I found out he was a boy, I was almost slightly disappointed. I hate to say that, but it was, because I really thought he was a girl, but I really wanted a boy, so I got over it really fast, because that's really what I wanted, was a boy. It was more the fact, not that he was a boy, it was just the fact that he wasn't a girl, if that makes sense, and that I knew that I only had one more shot to have a girl. So I didn't know, if anybody's heard of any. I know that it's kind of just luck of the draw, what you get. I know there's a lot of things out there that people say, to conceive a girl certain times of the month or certain foods or whatever to be able to have a little girl. I didn't know if anybody had any tips or secrets or anything. But anyway, we're just starting to think about it, in the next few months. We probably, I think I'm going to get off birth control this month. I am going to. I'm on my last week of pills right now. And then this next month, we're not going to try, but if it happens, it happens. It's not a big deal. But we're not necessarily going to try. And then January is probably when we're going to start trying. Then they would be almost as far apart as my boys. They're 2 years, 10 months apart. And that's been really nice. And the only reason why I'm doing them a little closer this time is I'd really like to have a baby in the fall. Both my boys are in the spring, so I kind of wanted to do a fall baby next time. Just to have something new, separate the birthdays a little. They're only 2 months apart, so I feel like I'm doing like birthday party after birthday party, so I kind of wanted to separate them. And all my family has so many spring birthdays, so I thought the fall would be nice for that. But if it doesn't work out that way, then that's fine. Taylor took over a year to get pregnant with, so I thought for sure the next time it was going to take forever. But Davis, I got pregnant the first try, 3 weeks. I mean, it was crazy. I had no idea. I totally didn't expect it. But then I ended up miscarrying at 10 weeks and 4 days. And I was so devastated because I thought, now it's going to take me a year to get pregnant, and it's just going to be awful, because I wanted nothing more than to have a baby at that point, and my boys were getting further apart in age and getting closer to 3 years apart, and it was so overwhelming. And so I got trying immediately after, even though some people suggested waiting 6 months to a year, and I'm just like, I don't want to wait that long. And if it happens, there were so many people who had babies right after they had miscarriages, and had healthy babies, so I said it's worth a try for me. So we immediately started trying. I didn't get pregnant the first month, which I didn't think I would, because I hadn't even like I had one cycle and then I tried and nothing. So, and then the next month I got pregnant with Davis. So it was really good, and I was so grateful that that worked out. So almost this time I'm expecting to happen relatively fast, but you just never know. So it's scary going into it again, and all the thoughts that go in your head of can you handle three, going through the pregnancy with two other kids to take care of, all the other questions that pop into your mind. It's a lot of work to have three kids. It's a lot of work to have two kids. It's hard for me to fathom having three kids. You're out of hands. It's a whole different story. It'll be a lot easier. Taylor will be in first grade. Davis will be just getting ready to start preschool when I have the baby. So, well, he'd be starting at that next September. So we'd have almost a 1-year-old by the time Davis was in preschool, and Taylor would be going in first grade. So I'd have a little bit more spare time because Taylor would be back in school, and then Davis would be starting preschool. So about the time he's one, but that first year, it's gonna be rough. Anyways, I didn't know what your guys' thoughts were. If anybody has over 3 kids, let me know how it is. But anyway, I'll let you guys know. I'll let you keep it up to date. But baby number 3 is in the mental works right now. But we'll be in the works shortly. And we are really, really excited. There's just a lot of hesitation because I'm so scared. Having 2 was so hard. It was such an adjustment. Taylor had such a hard time adjusting. It was really, really, really rough. He would knock things off. I mean, I would nurse Davis and he would just go and knock everything off the counter. He'd just go wipe it clean and scream and kick her dog and throw things at me. And I mean, it was awful. He wouldn't get in his car seat. He would sit in the parking lot for 45 minutes to an hour. He was so strong-willed and would not get in his car seat. I couldn't physically force him in his car seat even if I wanted to. And you can't leave without him in the car seat. So we would sit there for 45 minutes to an hour. Right after I had Davis. Davis was really jaundiced. We were going back and forth to the hospital. I just had the baby. Oh, it was just really hard. Really hard. So I'm really scared to do it again. I am hoping that it's better this time. I'm hoping that the boys can kind of just play a little bit and give me some time. Because they play pretty good right now. I mean, they play really good right now. So hopefully that will continue. But, you always set yourself up for expectations that you just don't know if they're going to be that way or not. Anyway, this video is a lot longer than I was expecting. I just am nervous. I'm really nervous. But anyways, just thought I'd see if anybody had any suggestions, any thoughts, any ideas on, 1, how to get a girl, and 2, how the transition to 3 is going to be. Any advice, any words of wisdom would be fantastic, because I'm scared for this one. Excited, but scared. I think I'm also scared because I'm scared to find out it's going to be another boy. Is that horrible? I really am nervous. I really think it's going to be another boy, and I don't know if that's just because I've had 2 boys, so I just assume, I make boys. That's what I do. I don't know if that's what it is, or if I'm just trying to not set myself up for disappointment. I don't know. I mean, I'd be thrilled with a boy. There's a lot of advantages of having another boy. I don't have to buy more clothes. I don't have to buy more toys. I don't have to, I mean, there's a lot of advantages. It really is, financially especially. But I just really want a little girl. You can't blame me, can you? Anyways, talk to you guys later. Bye.